Hello everyone, I'm Julia. This is my YouTube channel, so this is my very first video. Welcome to my channel. I'm super excited. Thank you everybody who supported me along the way. I've kind of come into the influencer space more and more really since quarantine started, and it's been super exciting. I just hit 5K on Instagram and I'm really happy and appreciative about that. And thank you to everybody who encouraged me to start this channel. I really, never had any means of being on YouTube, but after hearing the feedback that so many people are on YouTube and I'm the only person that's not, I decided to give it a go. I feel like I really use YouTube for meditation videos or just little things here and there, but after doing some research and some homework, this is a huge industry and I'm so happy to be a part of it finally. So first up, please subscribe to my channel. This is my first video, like I said, and I would love it so much if you could subscribe to my channel, share it with a friend, tell a family member. Anything means the world to me. Being a micro-influencer on Instagram, I understand how much each save, share, like, comment means, so it would really mean a lot to me if you share this with somebody, and I really appreciate it. So that being said, a little bit more about me. I'm Julia. I'm 22 years old. I'm from New York. Currently living on Long Island, which is where I grew up. I just graduated college now. It's going to be almost a year. And my big plans to move to New York City are still my big plans, but I'm not sure really when they're happening. So for now, here on Long Island, very happy, but also dreaming big and can't wait to move to New York City. My channel is going to be a lot of health, lifestyle, wellness, wealth, how to make a side income. I have so many ventures, so many money saving tips. So you can expect from me money, lifestyle, health, wellness, happiness, law of attraction, so much good stuff, all about good energy and that kind of stuff. So for today's video, I decided I want to start with a Trader Joe's haul. So I go to Trader Joe's once a week. I love Trader Joe's. They literally just have the best selection of stuff, and I love buying organic foods. So many health benefits to it, and being young, it's really important, the choices you make now that are going to affect your future. So that'll be saved for another video for sure. I hope you like it, and here is the haul. So this is my Trader Joe's haul. I got a lot of great stuff, but I also had a lot of my Trader Joe's favorites on hand. So what I do is I go every Sunday, and I really love what they have because I think everything is an affordable price, and I like buying most of my groceries organic, at least as much as I can. And I feel like their groceries are reasonably priced for organic, and everybody knows that they have literally the best snacks. So here, let me start now. So I started with tomatoes. I love having tomatoes on hand because my nonna, my grandma, makes the most delicious tomato salad, and I know her recipe by heart now because it's so good. She's also been making this delicious recipe with eggplant and tomatoes, and it's like a delicious fresh red tomato sauce with eggplant. So good. These are great. So my new obsession has been homemade ramen. I probably make it twice a week. I add sriracha sauce. It is so good. I'll definitely have to do a video on how to make that because it's probably my all-time favorite food now, especially that it's getting way colder here in New York. So these are really great. I put them on at the end, and I always steal a few because they taste so good. I've tried the regular salted ones, but realistically the teriyaki seaweed ones are the best. Next up is the Everything But The Bagel Trail Mix Snacks Duo. I love this. The nuts are so good, and with the Everything But The Bagel seasoning, it just makes it so much better. I'm not a super savory person, but these are seriously to die for. Next, I was actually really interested to try this. So they're cauliflower crisp snacks. I don't know how they're gonna be. I never tried them. I'm pretty sure they're new to the store. They look really good. They are made with cauliflower, brown rice, coconut milk, seeds, and seasonings. I've been into making cheese boards on Sundays. We do Sunday sauce every week, and my family's been loving the cheese board. So while we're talking about the cheese board, I'm gonna try these out this week. Here's what I bought for the cheese board. So I bought these pomegranates. I feel like it could either be decorative or, you know, people will eat them. I never really mixed this with cheese before, but it sounds really good. So I bought these pomegranates. Kalamata olives, I feel like they're just so good to always have on hand. And I always put them in my salad. So I have this really delicious salad recipe from Melissa Wood Tepperberg. Her name's Melissa Wood Health on Instagram. Love her salad recipe. So up next is this prosciutto. My nonna always buys it at BJ's or Costco. It's literally so good, and I'm so happy Trader Joe's carries it because, like I said, like, it's fresh prosciutto, it's delicious, and definitely gonna be a great addition to the cheese board. This, I actually discovered this blueberry vanilla, oh, I don't even want to try to pronounce that, chèvre. I don't even know. Basically, it's blueberry goat cheese. Sounds really weird, but I actually discovered it at a Santa swap, Christmas swap party when I was in college. So good. And the perfect addition to any charcuterie board. Definitely get that. Up next, a classic, Parmesan cheese. I never tried this exact one from there. I usually get like a different one. This cheese, oh, I'm really testing myself. Gruyere, I don't even know how to say that, but I found this cheese in a recipe one time. I was making this like cheesy pasta. I think it was like cacio pepe or something. This cheese is amazing. Like, I don't even know what it is, where it comes from. I need to figure it out so I could talk about it better, but so good. Okay, so this is everything I'm gonna use on the cheese board. I have some other crackers, some from Trader Joe's. Let me go grab them. So these are the two crackers I have on hand, the pumpkin cranberry crisps, and then these fig and olive crisps. Oh my God, they are the perfect addition to any charcuterie board. I highly recommend them. The fig and olive crisps go really good with fresh ricotta cheese. I don't have that right now, but I'm gonna definitely do it with the blueberry goat cheese also. I did that last weekend and it worked out really well. So up next, back to the snacks. So my guilty pleasure is salt and vinegar chips. I've never been a super savory person. I've never been like super into salt and salty things. I have such a sweet tooth, but these chips are amazing. I don't know if anyone's ever tried the salt and vinegar chips from Starbucks, but my cousin and I are obsessed with them, and I feel like the Trader Joe's ones taste exactly the same. Like, they're literally so good. And then up next, I got these because I just like, sometimes I just love chips and salsa. I feel like chips and salsa is a really good snack to have it on hand. And I really like these specifically because they're organic. And since they're corn, organic corn is something, well, corn is something that I always buy organic. It's one of the conventional foods you should always buy organic if you can. I think they're a part of the Dirty Dozen, but I'm not positive. But like I said, corn should always be bought organic because it's one of the foods that the pesticides are really prevalent. Next up is avocados. I usually get the teeny tiny avocados, but this time I just got organic regular size because I actually used to not eat avocados a lot, but now that I find myself eating them more, I feel like I can use a full-size one. I used to just, like I said, use the teeny tiny ones, but now that I like them a lot more, I use them. They actually pair really well with these. So this is how I make my avocado toast with these grains, seeds and grains crisp bread. I normally use the gluten-free ones, but for some reason the past 2 weeks they haven't been carrying the gluten-free. Hoping and praying they didn't discontinue it, but these are just as good. But if I had to pick between the two, I'd probably pick the gluten-free ones because it does taste better in my opinion. Up next, butternut squash zigzags. So I hope my mom doesn't watch this video because the amount of times that she tells me not to buy these because they just go bad in the fridge, I feel bad, but this is my accountability check and I am definitely going to cook them and I will get back to you guys and let you know if I did. But these are a really great option for the fall. I've been wanting to incorporate more like hearty vegetables in my diet since the weather is getting colder here in New York, like I mentioned. So if you have a good recipe, comment it, because I'm just gonna look one up and make something good. I feel like these would be really good in the air fryer, so I'll probably do that. Next, I don't know why, but I've been craving hash browns, like when I just want something different in the morning, and I saw somebody carrying these in the store, and I hunted them down, and I was like, I need to go get these, so I'll give these a try. Up next, another freezer staple, these Thai vegetable gyoza. Obsessed, so good. I don't really eat a lot of meat. I'm not vegetarian or pescatarian. I'm mostly plant-based, but I also eat fish, so I guess I'd be mostly pescatarian. Just like I choose, my preference is plant-based, and these are really good. Then another favorite is Dr. Prager's veggie burgers. The reason I love these so much is because the ingredients. When you look at the ingredients here, you can see that there's no additives compared to the other ones. Like, they had these other veggie burgers that looked really good, but then I looked and there was all this terrible stuff in it. So for the most part, these are pretty clean and only 130 calories. And yeah, I'm excited. I really like these. I need to start making them more. I normally just put them like on top of a salad, or like if I feel like I'm making something that doesn't have enough protein, use one of these. Just put it on top or eat on the side. Next up for the produce, like obsessed with mushrooms. New obsession. I cook so many things. Mushroom tacos, mushroom Alfredo. Like, there's literally so many things you can make with mushrooms. So I love just like having them on hand. Oh, I love putting them in my ramen. So good. I haven't done that in a while. I need to add them. Next up, Brussel sprouts. So another, I feel like fall vegetable. I need recipes for this. So if you have any recommendations, please feel free. Then broccoli and cauliflower duet. The reason I really like this, well, first of all, I really wanted to get organic broccoli, but they didn't have any. So I just went with this duo. Over the weekend, I made broccoli with, it was like maple syrup, cinnamon, I don't know, this really delicious burnt broccoli recipe. I'll have to post it. I love burnt broccoli. So I also got these overnight oats. I love having these in the fridge. They're really delicious. I don't know, sometimes they kind of look gross, but I swear they taste so good. Then I got some squash. I think it'll just like, this is always good, like if I just need a side or I need to add something like to a pasta. I love making like a pasta primavera. I know it's more like a spring dish, but I just love pasta and I love vegetables, so it's the perfect duo for me. Then I got this hummus. So I don't know if you guys know this, but this is something that like I just recently learned, that Trader Joe's literally takes like brand names and rebrands it. So I didn't know that. So this is actually just Sabra hummus. So I actually saw a TikTok on this, and basically it's like the old-fashioned way of drop shipping, something like that. So I definitely need to look into that because it's super interesting. Like, you could just tell by the packaging, like this is literally Sabra hummus, and they just put Trader Joe's name on it. Okay, up next, I have Greek non-fat yogurt. Love this in the morning. Like, sometimes when I'm craving something sweet, I'll do this with the almond granola, which I'm gonna go grab. So this is the almond granola. Obviously I didn't buy it because I already had it on hand. This is the perfect duo. I add berries. Honestly, my pomegranates will probably be really good with it. And then I drizzle just organic raw honey on top. Super, super delicious. Up next, I finally learned how to say this word, Ezekiel bread. I think I'm saying that right. It's organic, non-GMO. There was like a flourless one, but I just stuck with this one because I've had this before. It's definitely not super tasty when you just have it as is, but when you toast it, I feel like I like it when it's toasted, but just plain, I don't really love it. Next, potatoes. You know, potatoes and corn, I feel like you should always be buying organic because they have more harmful effects on our bodies when they're conventional. Then this brown rice medley, super good just to like have on hand because I kind of just love making sides of brown rice. I feel like it's a perfect addition like to add to any plate or any meal. Then I found these organic completely cacao chips. I don't know what I can make out of this, but I'm really excited to have these on hand. I don't know if I can make like hot chocolate, if I can make like a dessert. I'm really excited. So my new obsession has been this coconut and almond creamer. It literally tastes like a French vanilla creamer, but it's so much better for you. And there's no dairy, which I'm super happy about. Dairy-free and lactose-free, so good. So what I'll do is I'll make an espresso. I froth this, and this literally tastes like a French vanilla iced coffee from like a New York deli. It is so good, and you guys definitely have to try it. So next up is this non-dairy oat beverage. It's literally just oat milk, and I love adding it to my lattes, so I froth it. I just got an espresso for my birthday, and I've literally been obsessed with it and trying new things. So what I'll do is I'll put ice in a cup, then put the espresso, then froth this on the cold setting. I'll make a little iced latte, and I add honey. That's my secret ingredient. It makes it a little bit sweeter and not so bad for you. Up next is these broths. So I was kind of disappointed because they actually didn't have the low sodium organic chicken broth, which is fine. I still got these. I only got 2, but I really stock up on the low sodium broths because now that I cook so frequently, like I use chicken broth with everything. Like you can put it with your rice to make it a little bit more tasty. I use it for my ramen. So, so good. And this is a perfect example of why I'm not vegetarian or pescatarian, because I love chicken broth for flavoring. And this is totally one of the things that I feel like I couldn't give up. Next up, chicken bone broth. This is another favorite. So actually last week when I made my ramen, I mixed the chicken broth and the bone broth, and it was the perfect combination. It was so good. Definitely gonna mix the two, so that's why I bought these. And we're pretty much summing it all up. I got some shallots. I usually cook with onions, but I heard shallots are really good to cook with too. They're a little bit sweeter than onions. So I need to kind of figure out when I'm gonna be using shallots opposed to onions and where I can use them and all that good stuff. So then what do we have here? We have fennel, my literal favorite. So this is actually called finocchio in Italian. And I love fennel because it's so good for digestion. It makes you feel so good. Some people, you know, you either love it or hate it. A lot of people say it tastes like black licorice. I never really ate black licorice, and I just ate this always growing up because it's super Italian. And my Italian family, we always just cut it up and put a little olive oil and sea salt. So good. I'm literally obsessed with fennel. And like I said, we call it finocchio in my house. So that is pretty much it. Lastly, just these asparagus, and I saw this, not sure what I'm gonna make. I think I'm gonna make a soup. It says holiday vegetable hash. So they said it's really great for sauteing, adding to soups and stuffing. So I could totally see myself like sauteing this and creating this as the base of a soup. And I think that that would be super delicious. And the final thing that I bought are flowers. So I literally love buying flowers. You know, people always say, if you want flowers, go out and buy them yourself. And I love that because there's no reason that you shouldn't buy flowers for yourself. Why not? And I, like I said, love flowers. Just makes me so happy. So my absolute favorite part about buying flowers every week from Trader Joe's is that they are literally $4.99. Literally $4.99. Like, how could you say no to that? Thanks for watching. This is my Trader Joe's haul.